It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. South Africa. 117 are dead since riots broke out last week, and the nation continues to burn. So what the hell is going on down there? Red Pill Jenn, she knows a few contacts down there. She's going to help fill us in on some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. It's now on the Joe Padula Show. Absolutely. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, click the like, leave your comments, and definitely help us out by sharing this video in your timelines and in your groups. Look at that. So the Socialist ran South Africa. The violence started last week with protests over the jailing of that guy, former President Jacob Zuma. So, yep, the ferocity erupted last week when Zuma began serving a 15-month jail sentence for, anyone know?
Corruption. I do, but it doesn't seem fair.
Contempt of court. So, Zuma resigned. A little history. Zuma resigned in 2018 under threat of impeachment for corruption. And this was even from his own party. His own party was like, listen, bro, you're pretty corrupt. Either you resign or we're going to impeach you and start a whole process. So he steps down. Well, during all this, okay, he defied court orders after court orders after court orders to testify in front of a grand jury about the corruption. So, after all this defiance, the warrant went out for his arrest. He refused to turn himself in. They go, okay, you're coming with us.
He did ultimately turn himself in.
No.
Yeah, on July 7th.
He had to be, listen, when you're in custody and your hands are behind your back, you can't say, I'm turning myself in.
No.
You're arrested at this point. You can't say face by, okay, I'm turning myself in now.
You already arrested.
Right.
Just
saying.
Want them cuffs on you?
I saw that story. It was BS. Well, anyway, okay. So what are the people doing, right? Now that this guy gets arrested, well, this is what they're doing. They're creating the country's worst unrest in years as looters vandalize shopping malls, other retail outlets, and businesses in the province of Gauteng, which includes the country's largest city, Johannesburg, which means, anyone knows what it translates to? The city of gold. Yeah, Wikipedia. It has a population of about 5.6 million, and security forces, well, they seemed unable to prevent looting and the attacks. Why? Because all the jails are pretty much already at capacity.
Oh, yeah.
So no arrests, and the army was called out to the streets to try and maintain order. And all that did was get this guy and other rioters even more upset, because this guy, the Marxist leader, Julius Malema, is demanding that the troops be removed. And if not, he will send out his own soldiers to fight the South African army. Crazy times over there. So the Civil War, okay, well, I'm sorry, let's not call it a civil war yet. The civil unrest. Why? Why the civil unrest? Well, could it be that the staggering unemployment of this nation, especially for young South Africans, is at 40%? The national average unemployment rise is at 33%. Yeah. Well, could it be also that, I don't know, the passing of laws allowing the socialist South African government to seize the land of homeowners from white farmers and for free give that property to the black community? Well, a straight up take and give based on race. Socialism, how nice, right? Yep. They have these laws that are on the books that are textbook racist. Just like their old apartheid, but now in reverse. Now, white people, you will be enslaved by the government. Yay, socialism! Where big government is God and supersedes state and local laws. So, could it be that these rioters in South Africa, they're pissed that Zuma is in jail for contempt of court because the laws were originally made by white people? It's kind of all of it, actually. Yep. Socialism is failing once again before our very own eyes, which explains why mainstream media is barely covering this crisis. The crisis in socialist South Africa. Well, luckily for us, we have Red Pill Jenn, who has contacts in South Africa, to give us even more details on what the hell is going on. Red Pill Jen, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to show these images that you sent me.
Okay.
Okay, and then, yes, you just fill us in with the backstory for each one.
I will do
Does
my
that
best.
work?
I'll do my best, yeah.
Look at what's going on.
I thought that was.
I mean, I might not know the exact locations, but I mean, I can give you the cities, and especially on these, because my friends are from the KwaZulu-Natal province, which is in Eshaway. One of the largest provinces that actually mostly did support Zuma.
All right, this first one, Red Pill Jen.
That's correct.
What is this about?
This one is where I had actually gone on and made a post in a local South African group. To paraphrase, I just, there was no coverage. The only reason I knew that this was going on was my friends. And I was shocked at first. And it's such a wide issue. Like you said, it's not just about one thing.
Yeah.
So to say it's this or this or that, I mean, it's like everything. It's just like a
I
powder
saw
keg.
one story trying to say it was because of COVID cases.
That's COVID.
Like what they did with Cuba.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, but to be fair, in this instance, though, COVID is a part of it, not because of the cases, but because they have been on level 3 lockdown for well over a year.
Ooh,
People
socialism.
people can't work. Vaccines are widely unavailable for individuals under the age of 55.
Socialism.
It's very so. It's a powder keg, and then Zuma just sort of was the match.
Socialism.
Yeah.
But
So
this one right here.
Yeah, this is in reply to, again, I just basically said, hey guys, you do have allies in the United States. What's happening? I want to hear your stories. What's happening on the ground. I don't want to hear the media crap.
And what did they say?
A lot. I have multiple screenshots, but this one essentially is just talking about thank you, please God help us. Send, and people thinking that we here in the States as citizens have the power to just say to our president, hey, send our army. So they're desperate. It's really, to read through all of these stories.
Our
hundreds.
administration wouldn't send anything. I mean,
Not until it's time to play the hero.
We
No, not
never
this
have.
one.
We never have.
Oh, well, it's
Never.
So yeah, this
not to South Africa.
this screenshot is just basically, again, it's desperation.
Yeah.
And that's what many of them are.
Desperate.
Yeah.
What about this one from Mark Cook?
Yeah, Mark Cook has been very vocal. He's a great guy, new friend. He's a new friend. It says, your headline should read, South Africa is burning. That should turn the attention to the problem we as a nation are facing. Unfortunately, I don't have an exact number on the casualties, but we were definitely under siege. And this was on Monday. So the major highways, N2 and N3, have been blocked off by burning vehicles. So yeah, this, and KZN is KwaZulu-Natal, which is the province.
Here's the only problem with this post here. If you're going to make a serious post like this, make sure you don't have a Star Trooper, Facebook profile.
There's a reason.
Stormtrooper, whatever
No,
it is.
a lot of people have changed their profile pictures because communications are being so heavily monitored. And most of the conversations I've had have been through WhatsApp or Signal.
Socialism.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of people have taken down their actual pictures to replace them so that they can't be recognized.
You
as
dated
well.
Mark Cook for a while.
Did that be very difficult? No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
That was my. Never mind.
Oh. What is this one that you sent?
That's just it's a picture. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that is of the shopping mall, one of the shopping malls over in KZN in KwaZulu-Natal.
Writers, unbelievable. Okay, what about this one?
This was-
Disclose.tv just tweeted.
Yeah, this was just a tweet that that someone had sent me because I don't have Twitter. Actually, a friend here in the States that says that South Africa was set to deploy additional 25,000 troops. Nobody I know. Originally, they sent 2,600, which, I mean, you've got residents that are out there with their own guns holding these rioters and looters off by themselves because just the military and the police are overwhelmed. So nobody that's on the ground in South Africa has seen any evidence of there being military.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then this one. What is this one from John?
Yeah, this one.
Good morning, Jenna.
They're very polite in South. They're very polite people. They're very well spoken.
If they're under distress there, duress there, I would not write "Good morning, Jenna."
It's cultural.
I'd be like, "Wake the F up, Jenna!"
Some of them are like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you. But what does John have to say?
To paraphrase what he's saying here is that in KwaZulu-Natal, Value Trucks is a national warehouse that's what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And they are the ones that basically are responsible for supplying all of their food, water, communications, toiletries, etc. services. So once that warehouse has now been breached and people are looting and taking from that, this is now setting up for there to be months and months, if not years, of food rationing and unavailability.
Tina Armstrong writes, if you have not seen it, you should watch the movie The Color of Friendship. Anyone seen it?
No, I've never heard of it.
No?
Never seen it. No.
Nope.
But yeah, so bottom line is they're attacking they've gone beyond attacking on a small potatoes level, and now they're going for the heart, in other words. And they've started also rioting and looting and taking medications.
And what is this clip from?
I can't hardly see that. Oh, that's from actually one of my friends that is, he's part of, I don't want to call it part of the resistance because that's not the correct word. But he's one of my actual personal friends that is a Zulu native. He's actually from there. And he's just been keeping me up to date with what they're doing as citizens in order to try and keep their city as safe as possible. Because now what is occurring, I heard from him this morning actually, and now what's occurring is now that since they've destroyed all of the major outlets and the towns, now they're moving into the communities.
Right.
And so that's where it's not over by any stretch.
Unreal.
So,
Unreal.
Yeah,
Well, you got to keep us updated.
I will.
Because you
scary.
are in contact with people that are over there, and
yeah, they're messaging me now, in fact, because it's just now getting to be they're 7 hours ahead. So
yeah. Well, I wish them the best of luck, and I hope they don't decide to choose the side of socialism or communism or Marxism.
it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. And I mean, it's genocide essentially in a way. And by the time all this is over, there's going to be thousands upon thousands of casualties, and that's why I say it's heartbreaking.
It's crazy.
It is.
All right. Well, there you go. And let us know what you think. Put in your comments, and definitely share this video. Expand this information. This isn't stuff that really the mainstream media is covering, and I explained why.
Yeah, they're not. And when they do, just to add on to what you said, when they do, it's fear mongering and it's incorrect information. So follow, join the groups. I mean, follow me on Facebook, and I've already been banned from TikTok. It took 5 minutes to get banned from TikTok.
No, that's why you got to keep your shirt on when you do those videos. Right.
All I did was post those videos. But anyway, you can everything I post is public. If you want to really know what's going on in South Africa, don't listen to mainstream media, the Washington Post, NBC, Fox. Don't even. They're not telling the real story.
Nope.
Sounds like they need some freedom-loving Americans to come down there and help them out.
America.
People have offered.
Yeah. But here's the thing. You go down there, you help them out, and what do? They just put in another Marxist guy who just wants total control.
Yep.
Right. Like that Marxist guy that I showed you. He's going to, here's my prediction. He's going to take over. He's going to be in power. He's going to be the one calling it all, and it's going to be even more Marxist type of government than ever before.
Assuming there's anything left to govern.
Watch, you'll see. You'll see.
Yeah.
And it's all because, white people, race is used to grab power, just to let you know.
And this is partially racially motivated. But
And it sounds familiar, doesn't it?
A little bit.
It really sounds familiar.
That's why they're pushing critical race theory so hard here in the United States.
Well, it's interesting because
It's the Joe Padula Show.
bada bing.
Clarksville's conversation.